You want to start with flavor text, and then
Sure.
we'll go into hello, hello, and do the whole thing?
I don't care. That's up to you. This is your video. I'm not going to take over your channel.
Look, you're currently taking over my channel. So with that being said, hello, hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for joining us today. We are playing Role Player Adventures. This is a brand new game by Thunderworks Games. Coming to Kickstarter, we are playing a prototype, a demo copy of it. We have the first 3 scenarios on hand. However, we're only allowed to play scenario 1 on camera because this is a narrative-driven story adventure game, which means if you're familiar with Quackalope, if you've seen any of the stuff I do here on the channel, all the words I just stated are exactly what I want in a game. Narrative, story, basically I'm just trying to play RPG when other people won't DM for me.
Gotcha.
That's the majority. I'm joined today with Mike, who has been on the channel before, but you don't know that because no videos have been posted yet. Instead, he's recorded videos with me. We have some very fun ones. He is, for all fame and acclaim, the designer of our logo.
Quackalope.
This thing I got on my shirt.
That I still don't have a shirt of.
He still doesn't have a shirt of. He doesn't have any merch related to our stuff. However, you could have merch if you wanted. Good segue there, buddy. On our website, you can hop on. You can get our duck merch. You can get our Quackalope merch. You can pop in. You can check it all out. Hit that subscribe button down below. All that being said, I don't really care about any of the ad pushes. Can you just read me stories?
I can read you stories.
Great. He's going to read me stories.
Here we go. Adventure 1. Battle at Black Lake. After 1,000 years of peace, Dragul armies raided from the north, prompting you and every other loyal citizen of Nalos to sign up as soldiers of the King's Guard. You have fought long and hard against the Norse monstrous generals and their minions. Now, under the command of General Grick, the Dragul armies have been routed from Nalos, but an ogre and his minions still hold camp nearby. Their outpost protects a secret coveted by King Terran. Sorry, it took me a second.
Do that one more time for me. Give me another swing on that one.
Their outpost protects a secret coveted by King Terran. Your mission is to best these minions, defeat the ogre, and seize whatever treasures lie within. To support your efforts, the king has sent Tarek Nolan, a roguish halfling and Terran's personal agent, to meet you by the shores of Black Lake. You soon suspect that Tarek knows more of this outpost's secrets than he leads you to believe.
So classic D&D story so far.
Okay.
We're going to meet up with a halfling. We're going to kill some ogres. We're going to steal some treasure.
Okay.
I like the way this is going. If I can betray the king, I think...
Ooh.
I think I'm down for betraying a king. I'm not sure, but my character, he looks like a guy that would betray a king.
I gotta tell you, reading this actually got me interested.
Pulled
this is
pulled
cool.
things in. You know
This is a
what's
cool
happening
story.
now.
I like that.
I like it. So we have played the first half of kind of the intro of this, getting familiar with the rules, how it plays. Let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here, and then we're just going to swing right into the gameplay.
Okay.
So what we have here, we have our adventure map. This will change from scenario to scenario. We are playing, like I said, scenario 1, the battle at Black Lake. We've also drafted our characters. We are using 2 of the standard characters in Role Player Adventures. Right. However, you could actually create your own characters in Role Player, incorporate them into this game, and then go on your own adventure.
That's cool.
We have a very fancy printed sheet of paper here, because this is a prototype after all, where we are tracking things like our campaign, our mastery, our experience, the favor that we have between the different factions that we're going to be experiencing. This is how you save and progress the game throughout the journey. We also have our big stop signs on decks of cards here. These are going to be adventure points, plot points, item points that get pulled into the game as we're playing through. Now, the core gameplay, the thing that you'll see, is really going to resolve around character management and then dice rolling or dice mitigation. Very similar to what Role Player does so well. So here in this case, we're going to be building our stats, equipping, gaining experience, and upgrading our hand of cards. Right now we have a standard stack. So each of our characters came with things that define who they are. I have a quarterstaff, I'm honorable, I have banish, a leather pauldron, subvert, a longbow, and an open lock. I'm sort of a thieving, range type of character. A little bit of a scam artist. And then you over here, what are the cards you have?
I have Energy Field, Wand, Brimstone, Nimble, Examine, Mystic Cloak, and Ancient Tome.
And just for the record, in our prototype that we got, there was this many cards that could be used to define your character.
That's kind of ridiculous, jeez.
And in the actual core box, because we, again, only got the first 3 scenarios out of what I believe are 11.
Oh, wow.
This probably won't be all that you're looking at, so there is a lot of options when it comes to customizing and making your character unique. Now, your hand of cards here are going to be the items that actually start influencing your dice.
Yeah.
This is your dice mitigation. These are the actions you can take. So, the 2 things you're going to resolve. You're going to be reading stories, you're going to be doing choose-your-own-adventure style decision-making, and then you're going to come to 2 different types of encounters. Either fighting, going up against an enemy, and that could be any range. It sounds like we're going to face some ogres in this. You'll be rolling dice and trying to assign those dice to very specific slots, and then doing some mitigation to ensure that you get what you need. Not only the color, but also the number. And then you also have a little booklet here which has skill checks. Similar concept. There's not as much of a timing mechanic, so you can't... These won't kill you. These will just have positive or negative consequences depending on if you can be successful at deception, or, for instance, be good at endurance. So... And you'll see all of that as we play the game. It's not an overly complicated game. If you're familiar with dice mitigation and you like what Role Player, the classic game, does, and you want something that is more narrative-driven, this is going to give you all of that D&D, all of that RPG flavor and experience in spades. Again, without a DM, which is always the problem. None of my friends want to run games for me. I've asked you to sit down and read me stories multiple evenings. And you know, this is the closest I can get to him coming over and reading me a story. All that being said, I have probably unsuccessfully told them how this game plays at this point. That's kind of half of what we do here on the channel. I'm just sprinting to the part where you start reading things again. So we've set everything up. We've assigned all of our stats as far as we're aware. Let's go ahead and read the flavor text on the back of our characters so we can assign them a little bit. So I am the Wanderer. My name is Austin Fletcher. You have no place to call home. You live your life on the move, going wherever the road takes you. You have a carefree spirit and are always up for a new adventure.
My character's name is Falastare Lavera. She is a dark elf sorcerer.
Okay.
She is the chosen one. You were born with a sacred mark. According to the prophecies, you are destined to have great power and influence in the kingdom.
Okay.
And that's just dope. That's why I picked her, because she's cool.
And sir,
Yeah.
your adventure begins.
Okay.
As a Kingsguard soldier in the regiment of Commander Zalek, a dark elf.
Zalek.
Exactly.
I'm kidding.
You have fought a long war. The Dragul, a coalition of northern tribes invaded Nalos, your homeland. After many battles, you have driven off their hordes, but rumors spread through the camp of a new Dragul plot.
These guys.
One night, you are summoned to Commander Zalek's tent, Zalek,
Whatever.
where you find him arguing over a map with General Grick, an orc. A gold coin marks the southern city of Sebek. A vial of elixir marks the swamp to the west. General Grick raises an eyebrow as you enter. So you're Zalek's best? He asks, looking you over skeptically. We have a special mission for you. But first, a question of strategy. Zalek wants you to take our regiment south to investigate a threat to the capital, says Grick, pointing to the coin, then pointing to the vial. I think we should push west and capture a powerful Dragul agent in the swamps. What say you? So we have done this.
Yeah, and my argument here is there's a chain
You
of command.
always go with the chain of command.
However.
We have General Grick and Commander Zalek.
Yeah.
Now, General would be the chain of command.
Yes.
That's the case.
That would be the way, like, if we were really following the chain of command, you wouldn't even argue. You'd just be like, hey, General.
That's true.
Grick, you said do this, that's what we're going to do.
I did establish at the beginning,
You're
though.
a scam artist.
And I said I wanted to betray the king.
Yeah.
So chain of command probably doesn't matter that much to
So
me.
here's what I think we do.
Tell me about it.
Tell General Grick we're totally going to do that
Dude.
because you're the general. And then we do what Commander Zalek says.
I like your head. I like your head. So I like, walk up, lean on the table a little bit. It scoots. You know how it scoots sideways just a touch as I lean against it? I lose my balance just a bit, stumble.
You try to be cool and you're like, whoa, okay.
And I'm like, listen, man, we got you. We got you. We're going to do exactly what you say. Begin on number 2.
Oh.
pull this
yeah,
out.
that's right, because we switch back and forth about.
Yeah. Well, we don't
reading.
have to. I just like him reading.
No, I
I've
like
established
that.
this from the beginning.
But I like that. I like that because it does this. It says that somewhere.
It tells you.
that
It
we
tells
should-
you at certain stages you should
I like
switch back
that.
and forth when it
I
comes
like
to the
that.
storyteller.
All right, so you point to the coin, and General Grick pats you on the back with pity. Well, he says, good luck to you. He collects his vial of elixir and exits the tent.
No, as he leaves, we're like, no, we're definitely doing what you asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I don't.
Because this story is him, like, on to us. Yeah, no,
There's
that's not what
clearly
happens.
been a miscommunication,
So, yeah, let me-
sir.
Sorry. Hey, listen.
I'll meet with you
We're
in a
doing it.
second.
Maybe you didn't understand what we said.
He didn't. Clearly
Toad's
didn't.
doing what you...
That's my bad.
Yeah, where's your charisma on this one, man?
I got
You don't
one.
got that?
I got one charisma.
I mean, I do too. I guess that's not enough. Whatever.
Well,
We'll make it up to it.
sure.
Recording keywords. The action indicator below instructs you to record a keyword. To do this, write the keyword Zalek in the keyword space of your party journal.
Now, I'm doing something that you should not be doing, which is recording it.
Which is spelling it wrong. It's an I instead of an A. But
You know,
we'll let that go.
That's true. I'm also recording it with a pen because it'll show up on camera better. However, in your game, you should probably record it with a pencil because these things can be like erased and changed and adapted. We're rebels here.
Yeah.
Which is also why I
Rebels.
spelled it Zalak.
Which is also why we're doing what the commander
if
says.
you pronunciated it right.
Rebels pronunciated it.
If you pronunciated it right.
I like the pronunciation. All right. Do I keep going?
Yeah, keep
All
going.
right.
I'm not cutting any of this.
Grick wouldn't hear my counsel, says Commander Zalek, and he won't hear yours either. But I'm glad to know I have your trust. As for your mission, leave now and travel due east until you reach a small enemy encampment. A special operative of King Taran will meet you there.
Cool.
Commander Zalek rolls up the map. You can keep the coin, he says. Gain 1 gold.
Oh. We're going to gain one. So give me gold. Toss a gold over here.
Toss a coin to you, Jesse.
There we
All
go.
right. You make haste under a crescent moon, crossing burnt and abandoned farmland into open prairie.
Okay.
At the top of a bluff, you look out over a dark lake to a wooden outpost. We place your marker, your party marker, at the location, which I believe is Sauron, correct?
I believe, yeah, in this prototype version, we are playing as Sauron. I think that's accurate.
And we start there.
Or it's like Darth Sidious or Darth Maul from...
Oh, he could be.
Totally could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
I like that, Darth Maul. All right, we're Darth Maul. Read entry A. So, is that in this one?
Yes, that's going to be in this. So we've got a few different books that we're jumping between. We have our encounter book, so this is the story-driven element. And then we have our adventure
That's
elements.
the encounter book. This is the adventure book.
You know,
That's
look,
the encounter book.
I'm confident when I say things. As long as you don't correct me, it's not going to be a problem.
I'm sorry.
I actually don't even know that this is the right book. I think this is going to deal with encounters that we actually face. Keep flipping
Wait.
through that book. Story
sure?
book. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
You know what?
I'm probably right.
It's a good thing that you were confident when you said that.
I'm confident when I say a lot of things.
Moorland Prairie. Wait, is it your turn to read then?
No, you can keep going if you want. If you're feeling it.
I don't care. All right, here we go. Action indicators are always read and resolved in order from top to bottom.
You don't have to read the
I don't?
blips now, because we
Okay.
know how to do those.
If there is no XP at this location,
You don't have to read that
go
either.
to A1. All right.
There was XP at this location, technically. So we
Oh.
gain
Well, then,
XP cube.
that's right there.
Boom.
Boom! As you look out over the lake, a voice calls from the thicket behind you. Care to join me? You turn to discover a friendly halfling roasting apples and hares by his fire. You look like you could use a meal. You disregard the halfling, and he chuckles, then stands to salute you. Tarek Nolan, special operative of King Taran, confidant of the immortal night, and bearer of bad news and terrible secrets. Now come, eat and rest, for we have hard work ahead of us. As you eat, Tarek speaks in a hushed voice. The lake below is dark, for the Dragul filled it with blood and ashes of their dead. Our mission is to secure the outpost. The northern shore is guarded by an encampment of goblins, weak but many. Gnolls stand watch on the south. We need to eliminate both camps, so take your pick. You go one way, and I'll go the other. Burn down the camp to signal your process. I'll do the same. Progress, sorry. Tarek pulls something from his pack and tosses it to you. We'll need this at the gate.
And that's going to trigger a discovery, right?
Yes,
Discovery
reveal
card
discovery card
65. Now, these cards are going to be in an order with two sides that say, do not shuffle them, do not mix them up, do not peek at them, don't do anything but pull very carefully card 65 from the deck. Very nice. So we just gained the item, a bluestone fireball. Now, the rulebook is also going to talk to us about how we can combine items with location. So whenever we're at a location, no matter what items we have with us, we can pair the number and even a combination of numbers, like if we had something to add to this, with the location we're at. We're at location A, and we have number 65.
Right.
Do we want to go ahead and trigger that? Do we want to see what happens if we...
He said, hold on and don't use it until you get to the gate.
He did say hold on and don't use it
But you're a rebel and a scam artist.
And the rulebook kind of hints that we should maybe try to use it.
It does? Let me see.
It does a little bit. It certainly says you can do it.
Let's try to use it.
If you'd like.
Should we try to use it?
So look for A65. That's how we trigger it. So he kind of tosses it to me. I'm holding it there. I'm like, this could be useful. This could be very helpful.
Jesse, as is typical of him.
You mean Austin Fletcher.
Austin Fletcher. Austin grabs the bottle and says, hey, let's see what's in it. To Tarek's alarm, you casually begin to uncork the blue potion. Not here, he cries, grabbing your hands to stop you. Any exposure to air, and the fireball will explode, which would be very loud and could easily kill us.
Look, I've dealt with explosions before.
Let's try and stay quiet and alive. Well, then you shouldn't have yelled, Tarek.
I love that he's like, no.
Shh. Save the fireball for the gate.
All right, where's the gate? Let's see here.
I think this is...
That's probably the gate.
Probably.
Yeah, all right, we'll save it for that.
I think that's
note to self, fireballs
This is the
best
freaked
used.
out halfling who just screamed despite the fact he told us to be quiet. Told us not to open it. We should probably not open it. I'm guessing that's the
We'll
right
leave it.
move
We'll leave it for now. Let me see
Okay,
that
your
booklet.
turn.
Let's see what we're doing here. All right, we can use the item, or we can move to another location. Now, he's given us two missions.
Yeah, we got to go north or south.
Goblin camp or Knoll camp.
He said goblins, there's lots of them, but they're weak. Gnolls, he didn't say much, but he just like that. I'm assuming they're a little bit tougher than the goblins.
Now, if I'm going to be honest, I don't even after playing this, I'm not sure what a Knoll is.
A gnoll?
I'm not sure.
I think you put them in your garden, and they have little hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That
pretty sure
sounds
that's
nice.
That's a gnoll.
That sounds
They
all
go
right.
traveling, and you take pictures of them in
Why
different
would we?
locations.
Why would we want to murder those?
Because they're hideous.
Oh,
They're just
like
tacky. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe that's a gnome.
That could be a gnome. That could be a gnome. That's correct.
So, all right, weak, but lots of them.
Yep.
Tough, maybe not so many.
What do you think? Where are you feeling?
I'm weak.
I don't get a lot of strength, but
I think I'm like I'm a magic user, which I don't know. Maybe
you can like manipulate the dice. You probably have a lot more dice control, but you're not as beefy. Like you're not able to do.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I've got more of a Hermione going on over here. Like I can.
Okay. So
Wingardium Leviosa.
So maybe take care of a bunch of weakling goblins.
I say yeah. Let's just give it a shot.
All right. So we'll push up here.
Okay.
We're flipping this encounter token. So encounter 1. So let's see what we have here. Encounter 1. Nope, that's A1. That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you got to go to the encounter book.
I'll get it right one of these times. Encounter 1. How do I check encounter 1? Oh, it's got to be this one, right? Yeah. Encounter 1.
Yeah.
You freeze in place when you hear a sound ahead of you on the trail. Quietly creeping into cover, you look ahead and spy a 6-limbed insectoid sentry pacing back and forth across the trail. 2 sets of arms hold each a short bow, with an arrow notched and ready. It seems that you'll have to deal with this sentry if you wish to take the camp by surprise. Do you sneak around him using dex and wisdom, or wrestle him to the ground, and knock him out. We've both just established we're weak.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Dex and...
I mean, like, your guy, I think your guy could probably sell him a slap chop, but I don't think I could do much.
So Dex and Wisdom is what we're going for.
Yeah, I think sneaking.
Okay.
Sneaking.
So this is going to be an encounter. This is going to be a skill check. And the skill check we're going to choose to do is going to be a sneak one. So let's see here. So we're doing...
I like this artwork, by the way.
Oh, yeah. No, it's super nice. So we're doing a stealth check.
Yeah.
Which means we need to accomplish this here. So, ADV 1 through 3. You move forward quickly and silently, staying downwind from the insectoid sentry while his attention is elsewhere. Having left the trail, however, you must pass through the dry brush without making a sound.
How do you know it's a him?
Well, it's an insectoid sentry.
I think I dated her.
No, you're right. Thinking back, yeah. Having left the trail, however, you must pass through the dry brush without making a sound.
Okay.
All right. So here's what we have to do for a skill check.
This.
We have a die limit of 4, meaning we will be using 4 dice to try to get a black 2, a white 1, and a black or white 6.
So we got 4 dice and we have to get 3 results.
4 dice, we have to guarantee 3 results. Now, we can do this in 3 different ways.
Okay.
First off, we can spend stamina to guarantee a color of dice.
Right.
We're playing a 2-player game. It's going to cost us 2 stamina. This is kind of like our health or our energy.
Yeah.
It'll cost us 2 of a single color to guarantee that, and we're working as a team, so we can both spend that.
Okay.
We can also draw randomly from the bag to fill our hand. And then we have our cards and our special abilities for our character that allows us to then manipulate the dice.
Right.
Changing colors, adding values, things like that. So let's start off by guaranteeing what we need. Do you feel good about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
So I'm going to spend 2 dexterity to guarantee one of these black dice here.
Okay.
So I'm popping. So we have 1 black die.
All
now
right.
we need a white and potentially another black.
So I could do my 2 dexterity. Now, when we spend these and they go into fatigue, right?
Yep.
We can get them back.
Only on a rest. Only on a rest and only with our experience points.
And we can only, when we go to rest... Okay, so this is something you got to really think about here. So...
The more you spend, the harder it is to get fully restored.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, like... But this is going to be a tricky roll because we have 3 things we have to get. We only have 4 dice.
Well, and here's another note. If we accomplish it,
and they're all black or white.
We're going to get experience for accomplishing at least 2 of these.
Oh.
So that will give us back. That makes it a little bit easier because it'll give us back some potential restore.
So we'll have a better chance of getting everything back.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then, yeah. So then, I mean, I'm happy to use my 2 dexterity.
Spend your 2 dexterity. That'll give us, and then let's spend 1 wisdom.
Each of us uses 1 wisdom.
So then we've spent the equal amount, and that'll give us a white die. Now, draw 1 randomly from the bag.
Oh, why do you make me do this?
Well,
because I'm going to get it wrong.
We've got to have 4, and here's the thing, buddy. I'm not rolling these dice. You're going... Green works. We don't even need it. People who've watched this channel know that I'm not allowed to roll dice.
Why is that?
Because
He's just a maniac. Just like bounce him off the camera.
No. I get 1s more often than average.
Okay, so it's my turn.
So,
all right.
Although in this case we're looking for 1s and 6s, so I don't know that it applies.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
All right, so roll the dice.
And if you hear a storm brewing outside,
I got a 6, 2 4s, and a 1 in green though. Can I do it? So now we go through our cards, right? And we try to see if we can manipulate these dice.
So we have 1 chance to play a maximum of 2 cards.
So this automatically gives us an experience, though, right?
Well, not quite. We have to like get to the end of this cycle.
This is so unfair.
So the 6 is going to lock in. Oh, we can't lock in that 6.
We can't. Why?
Because we need that. We need that.
Oh, we need it to be. Oh, see, you should have rolled.
You're right. You're right. I'm not going to say you're wrong. So let's see here. So I could change this green die to a white die. I can do that.
You can do that?
Yes.
Do it.
So that will. I'm playing honorable.
White 1.
Green die turns into a white 1. I just was setting it down.
Goes in your discard.
Yeah. Hops into my discard here.
Okay.
So white 1. So now all we
Good
need to
job.
do is we need to get this 4, one of these 4s, to a 6.
All right, I'm proud of you.
So we have one more card that we could play.
I can turn... Nope, I
What's
can't
the
do that.
other? No.
I cannot do...
I can change a 3 to a 6.
I can turn anything to a red or a green. Do you have
That
something
doesn't
that can
help.
turn a green to a
No.
something else?
I can change, but I can change a 3. So my open lock
We need a 2? Okay.
will change a 3 to a... Oh, we need a 2.
Well, wait, because I can... Look, check it out. I can change it to a red and then make it a 3.
That doesn't help. That doesn't get us where we need, though, because we need it to hit 2.
Do you want to...
Let's see. You also have your sorcerer ability that you could use.
Oh, yeah, I can re-roll all dice in the pool of a chosen value, and they're both 4s, which means I could re-roll both of them.
That might be worthwhile.
I think we should try that.
Flip your ability.
So I flip that over, and I can't get that back unless I rest, right?
Gotta rest, yep.
All right. Here we go. Come on. 2. 2!
Cool. I was getting a little concerned there. I was gonna say, this is the first encounter. We should be able to handle this. So I will get my honorable trait back into my hand because it's just a discarded card.
Yeah.
So not a big deal.
Okay.
2 experience, so 2 of those blue dice for us. And we...
Here, you want to put those in the thingy thing?
Awesome.
Deal stuff.
Thank you, sir.
What? I want to play with these things.
I'm gonna play with what things?
I don't know. They got these.
There's a lot of things going on.
Do things.
ADV 1 through 7 because we successfully sneak around.
Right.
So 1 through 7.
Oh, I read it.
Right there, sir. Well, I mean, you're the one that got us around the corner there.
All right. With care and guile, you manage to sneak past the insectoids.
Insect droid. This is a whole new game. We're hitting a sci-fi note.
Insectroids. With care and guile, you manage to sneak past the insectoid sentry undetected.
Mm-hmm.
You hope that the rogue is having as much luck on his side of the lake. Record the keyword clear.
Clear. Clear.
Tarek is handling his side of the lake. Remove the other encounter token from the adventure map and return it to the box.
Boom.
Whoa, nice shot, by the way. Slick.
Thanks.
Continue. ADV 1 through 14.
Okay.
I guess that stands for adventure.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? An abbreviation of the term adventure.
For an adventure. Before heading forward to the camp, you take a moment to catch your breath. The crescent moon reflects eerily off the glassy black surface
Of the
water.
insectoids.
The insectoids. Insectoids! Attack! Alright, so the first choice indicator below gives you the opportunity to rest,
Okay.
which will allow you to recover stamina and bonus play tokens. You should rest now so that you can learn how it works. See the rest section on page 12 of the rule book.
So here's how rest works. We're going to rest.
We're gonna rest.
We're going to return as much experience as we choose into the pool to roll a die to gain back our stamina, which is basically our health or our
any
timer.
cards.
Yeah, and I got my cards back. You'll refresh your special ability for your sorcerer there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. How many do you want to spend is the question. We
So-
each have 3 out.
We have to roll at least a 3, correct?
If we roll a 3, we'd get everything back. If we roll less than a 3, that's the math.
Okay, well, if we get here, we get an experience point as soon as we get here?
Yeah, we're gonna get one when we get there anyway. So do you want to spend? We could spend.
I think we
one
should spend
or
2.
spend
Here's
2.
what I found.
Well, dear God,
Let me turn everything on.
Siri's just listening to us.
Siri.
She never responds when you actually need her.
This is Google. This is my Android, and it's just like, hi.
Google spent $100 to send me a free Google Home, and I don't trust it.
It's a home?
It's a one of those Google AI devices.
Oh.
They were like sending them to everyone that had a YouTube subscription for free.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff yet. I have a friend that has like the heater thing that they can. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, have you seen that meme where it's like in the 50s or everybody's like, watch out because surveillance devices are going to be watching your home. And now everybody's like, hey, surveillance device, give me a recipe for pancakes.
Yo, get in here, bro. Get in here. So you're thinking we spend 2 and guarantee full health.
Yeah, man. I think, because we're about ready to get in a fight.
Let's do it.
I think it's important.
Okay. I'm going to reach in. Let's both roll 1.
Okay.
Meaning, let's both roll.
That means you're going to roll a 1. Oh, look at you!
So,
and
4
a
and
3.
3.
We get all of our goods.
Now, you can only go up to your max in each location.
Okay.
And these skills will be upgraded, and you'll gain experience as you play, so this will get heavier and heavier. You'll have more and more abilities.
Okay.
But
Wait a minute.
now,
If we rolled when we roll a 7, does that mean that we can only take 7 back combined, or we each can take back up to 7?
we can each take back up to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rolling for the party.
All right, cool.
Okay, moving forward. Let's get up here to... This is Encounter Scenario B. So we're going to gain that experience off of there. It'll tell us that at the beginning. This is the rule book. Hand over one of those other books here. Where's the story book?
The Black Lake book.
Yeah, B, right there.
Yep,
That's what you're going
there
for.
it is.
You want me to read it?
Yeah. I read the last one.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Sorry. Goblin Camp. There
All
we
you
go.
have to do is be patient, which I'm not. I
All right.
want story. If there's no XP, there is XP, because you can travel back through these locations. Like, if we wanted to circle back around, we could.
Oh, really?
Some encounters and stuff will have you explore the map.
So we
even
can take
more.
out the goblins and then go back and be like, "Yo, what's up? Do you need help with the
Depending on
Gnome
how
camp?"
this resolves, we probably could,
Interesting.
technically. But let's see here.
Let's just.
If we have the keyword null, nope.
Okay.
Have the keyword alarm, nope.
No.
Have the keyword clear. Continue
Yes.
reading. The light of several small campfires flicker through a chaotic grouping of boar-hide tents. Short, long-eared silhouettes move busily about, pulling up stakes and securing provisions. It seems the goblins are preparing to move, likely in retreat. Well, because they've heard I'm coming.
Oh, yeah.
While they are
I'm the chosen.
distracted with their work, you sneak around the perimeter, whittling down their numbers one by one and pulling the bodies away in the dark. It is not long, however, before a goblin sentry spies you. She raises a horn to rally her kin. You race forward
Okay.
to silence her.
Ooh.
Combat. We are going to be facing a goblin, so pull a goblin out of that deck there.
All right.
And this goblin is going to be cornered. So I will go ahead and find. So there's modifiers that go onto our characters that we're fighting here.
Some cool. Oh, there's a Khajiit.
Artwork's awesome, isn't it?
Khajiit did not steal your dice.
Where is the word? Of course,
Insectoid.
it's at the very end.
Insectroids.
Oh, there are insectroids
There's
in this game.
insectroids.
Beautiful. And fight some insectroids.
There we go. There's a goblin.
Yeah, we're gonna be facing off. So pop the goblin down right around here, and let's see here. So this is gonna be similar to a skill check, except here we're gonna have a series of rounds. So we'll put a marker down here. Oh, cornered. At the start of each round of combat, add one random die from the bag to the die pool. This does not count against the party's combat die limit.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Let's just grab a token. I don't know what these tokens are for, but I'll use it to mark our rounds.
Okay.
We've got 3 rounds to defeat this creature. If we don't, then I assume the alarm triggers and problems happen.
Lots of
We're
other
looking
goblins.
for a 6 in green or black, a 5 in red, and a 5 in white. Now, every round that we don't accomplish those combinations, that whole sequence,
Right.
we're going to be running into an issue. We're going to start taking damage, which is going to fill up our fatigue, potentially exhausting us, and we're going to be losing our experience, which is how we get our energy back. So, here's the thing. We currently have a combat dice limit of 3.
Okay.
We-
Well, it's 4. We get to add one, right?
This will go above our combat die limit. But we, right now, can control up to 3 of these die.
Okay.
I say we try to get 1 in each one of these colors, just to guarantee what our selection that we've
I
got.
see. So this is the part where you and I spend
Yeah.
goodies.
I'm thinking,
Here's the risk, though. If we spend our goodies and then we don't get it, then we get hurt, but we don't have the... Right?
yeah, but if we don't, you're right. I mean, it is exhausting
Always
us. It is exhausting us, But we have to get those 3 colors, and we have a limit of 3 dice that we control. After that,
colors.
we're leaning into
white, red, green, or black.
White, red, green, or black. After that, we're leaning into chance.
Okay.
And I'm bad at chance.
Wait, you are?
No, I'm not
Or
talking
like
about my
you
character.
are?
I'm talking about me in general.
All right. Okay.
And my thought is, if we can get through this and not lose experience, then we can regain what we've just spent.
Okay. Okay.
So, I'm gonna spend.
You're making sense. I'm hearing you.
I'm gonna spend 2 decks to gain a black die.
Okay, so you're grabbing a black one.
Yep. We could. Neither of us
can get a white one.
You can get a white one.
Get us a white one.
And neither of us can actually get us a red one.
No.
So
I definitely cannot.
For now, we're gonna have to.
Wait. Do we got some cool gizmo?
Well,
gears?
I could change a green one to a red one potentially.
What's this?
And I can pull in. You could pull in a red one there.
Brimstone!
Yep.
I could pull in a red one, baby. I could also change one to a red one.
You could change one to a red one. You could change any color to a red one.
So-
So let's just lean into randomness from this point on.
Could charm the goblin and be like, wait a minute, hang on. Have you tried a slap chop?
So let's lean into randomness from this point on. Let's draw 1 from the bag and then 1 because it's cornered.
Okay.
Because you can change any dice into red if you need.
Right.
Purple.
Okay.
Charisma die. White.
Okay.
White's not bad, actually.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that die roll for me. And let's figure out where we are. We're just looking for perfect rolls. That's
terrible.
None of those,
That was terrible.
none of those are going to work for me, if I'm going to be honest.
This is looking bad.
So we can play 2 cards plus you could use this token to play 1 additional card. So we could play up to 3 cards if we think we can make this happen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So let's see here. I can change a 3 to a 6.
Right.
That doesn't help because we
3.
want to guarantee.
Oh, we need a 5.
I was looking at what we actually need.
Let's see. What can I do? Aside from changing dice to different colors, I can change a 1 to a 3 or a 5. And
Okay.
that helps us with nothing.
Nothing. Nope.
That's
doesn't
fantastic.
Doesn't help us with any of them. I could flip something. I could flip a green or a red on its head, which we don't have. Do you want to go ahead and get that purple switched to a red, just because we know we need to do that?
Sure. So play my nimble card?
Yeah.
Okay, so discard.
Okay. So this is going to be a red 4.
Okay.
And we know we need to do
Are
that.
we sure we want to do that? Because I can also change it to green and then I can pull a red.
You could pull a red. Yeah, you're right.
Because we don't have a green and we need a green, but we also have that black.
But
Can we turn that black to
here's
zip?
the thing. Red is doing us the most damage.
Yeah.
Or at least some of the most damage.
Okay.
I could get that red up to... I could get that red up by 1, I believe.
Oh.
Oh, no, I'm lying. I can't.
That's your character. He does that a lot.
Oh, no, he could. Choose a die from the die pool, discard any number of skill cards from your hand to discard, increase the die by 1.
Oh.
So I could get... Can you raise this red by 1? Do you have an ability that raises red?
No, I can raise green or blue.
Or you could play a card to go ahead and add a red to the mix here.
I can add a red. Yes.
You want to do that instead of doing this, so we get a chance to roll?
Okay.
So let's try that first.
All right, so let's...
So there's...
So we'll discard this guy.
Yep.
Roll this.
Roll that in there.
It's a 4.
Okay.
And we
now,
need it to be a 5, so it's got to increase by 1. Can you increase it by 1?
I could, but if we're able to play a card to increase it by 1, then I could also use my ability to get white up to where it needs to
I
be.
can also change one of them to green, which we need.
Changing to green, though, doesn't give us the 6 that we need in green.
That's correct.
However, I
can increase purple by 1. So
we're running out of card actions, too. Remember,
Oh,
our play
yeah.
limit's 2.
This game is totally unfair.
Yeah, completely. Completely. We should just be able to immediately win.
All
This
right,
is
so what do we got here?
ridiculous.
I can change this to a 5. If I change it to a 5, can you increase it by 1? So, wait, we have nothing right now.
Right now, we got nothing.
Man,
All right.
you should have rolled.
All right. You can also re-roll a specific set.
Yeah, that's true. Any number.
So
We got 2 4s. I can.
we
reroll
got 2
both of
4s.
those.
If you want to take a swing at those.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's use all of our abilities right now.
Yeah, we don't want to get killed. Can we die?
3 and a 5.
Oh,
that is
and a 5
perfect.
we needed.
5 locks in.
Word.
We can both get exhausted and both die. Yes.
Well, okay. Let's try not
Yeah.
to do that.
What can I do?
Wait. Can you raise? You can raise one by one number, right?
I could.
So I can change that 1 to a 5, and then you can change it to a 6.
That
That would be
2 cards
But
played.
that's this guy, right?
I could use his ability to raise one sequence. Now I would honestly rather do it with the white here
Oh.
because that's going to do the most damage to us right now.
Oh, I see. That's a good point. But I can't do anything.
So let me use my ability.
Other than change it.
My ability is going to have me discard 2 cards. So 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't got much.
So,
Okay.
and I'll raise this to a 5,
Okay.
which will close that off. All we need
Rock
to
and
do
roll.
is get this black or a green to a 6.
I can raise it to a 5. That's the best I can do.
I can raise...
Or I can change something to a green.
Uh,
No, wait, because we already used all your cards, right? That's our
no,
three cards.
So this was from this. I just discarded them.
Okay.
So we technically have 2 cards available.
left. Okay.
If you can change this to a green,
And, yeah.
I can then use this token to make that green, that 3, a 6. That'll give it to us.
Boom. We got this.
Yeah. Do it.
Goblins.
Played.
Come on.
Played into my
All right,
discard.
this is green.
Green.
a
And it
green
is
3.
now a 6. I
Goblins.
genuinely thought we didn't have that.
Stop. They're
Okay.
goblins.
Well, that's true. That's true.
we already took on an insect droid.
One thing I have to ask.
What?
Remember, this goblin raising her horn up to let out a bellow, let out a cry, warn the troops. How do you kill her?
Oh.
Yeah, give me a full...
She's little.
No?
How do I kill her?
Yeah, what happens?
Because I'm philosophy.
Something like that.
Yeah. Lavera. Well, I would have to use some wizard gear, right?
Probably.
So, little goblin. I mean, we got to be quiet.
Yep.
So I'd probably like do some meow, make her little,
Okay.
and then just like no.
Making her even smaller?
Yeah, I would just make her small enough so that I could grab her and just like.
Poor little goblin.
And then I'd be
like,
like,
like an ant. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're... Okay.
Yeah. And then like she would be all tiny in my hand, like
You let
run,
out-
you fools.
You let out a very loud scream, just like that. You're like, hey you!
Yeah. Like what's his name back
Yeah.
here?
Be quiet. All right, we've murdered a goblin. Cornered hops
Squished
back
it.
in.
Now I'm wiping it off. I'm asking for hand sanitizer. Nobody has any because it's all been bought out.
Let's see here.
Selling it on eBay. I'm wiping my hands. 'Cause
Victory. You silence her before the alarm is raised. B5.
right.
I'm gonna hand this off to you, sir.
Oh, no.
B5, right there.
B5.
What are we doing?
You grab hold of the goblin sentry and strike her down. Technically, you shrink her and then mush
Crush her in your hand. Yeah. Yep.
before she can sound her horn. With this done,
I like
picking-
to think she actually does sound her horn because she's tiny.
but it's like a.
It's just the quietest little.
Well, all right. You grab hold of the goblin sentry and strike her down before she can sound her horn. With this done, picking off the rest of the camp is easy work. When every last goblin is gone, you set fire to their tents.
Oh, that's a little
Something-
excessive.
Well, no, he told us to.
Oh, okay,
We're
that's
doing
fair.
exactly what
Yeah,
we were.
I mean, so we're
told
just
to
gonna
do.
follow
Yeah,
orders?
We're following orders, unless it's a general giving the orders. Then we're just like, oh yeah, sure, we're gonna.
Or
do
the
it.
king.
Yeah, or the king.
Yeah, as long as they're telling us, as long as the orders are saying, burn down this goblin village, we'll follow those orders.
We kind of suck. I mean, aside from getting the job done, we're kind of scammy jerks.
Look, I made a coin.
Hey, that's true. We got some money out of this.
Yep.
And that's all
At the
Jesse
end of the
cares
day.
about. Sorry, what's his name?
Austin Fletcher.
Austin. Wait, that's not Austin. That's Aston.
I can't read cursive.
Okay. Something catches your eye in in the firelight. Reveal Discovery Card 95.
Discovery 95.
Oh, we got something cool. What caught our eye?
Lift the cards.
Put down my bourbon.
Bom, bom, bom.
Boom, an ancient key.
Cool. So if we find something that might need a key, we can probably utilize that.
Yes.
Here's the question. Do we
What?
want to go ahead and firebomb the Goblin Village? Or are we
Hold on,
saving
hold
it for
on,
the
hold on,
gate?
hold on.
Because we could.
We're not done here.
Okay.
Record the keyword.
I'll do it.
Goblin.
Goblins.
Another fire. It's goblin, not plural.
Goblin.
Another fire rises from across the lake. You trust that Tarek is making good progress and will meet
This
you
book keeps
at the
telling me.
fortified
No.
gate. Tells
Hold
us
on
to trust
here.
him.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
trust him.
This book keeps telling me you
I don't
trust that
trust-
he's doing
yeah.
stuff. He's clearly doing.
I don't even trust us.
I don't even think he's
We're
not
not
lighting
even
anything on
trusting.
fire.
Why should we be trusting
That's
him?
a lovely
How do we
arachnoid
know?
family that is just
Oh,
roasting.
yeah.
They're roasting some marshmallows.
Wait, no,
down
they're
there.
gnolls. Are gnolls the insectoids?
I don't think so.
So he just cooked up some gnolls, or
But the insectoids are cooking the gnomes.
the insectoids.
No one's going to be able to follow this story.
Like, people are like, oh yeah, let's figure out how to play it. Oh wait, they watch your YouTube video. It makes absolutely no sense. They're like, wait, there's robot insects?
It is fun.
This is fun.
Continue.
I'm having a good time. Use an item. Rest.
I'm telling you.
Move to another location.
He said save it for the gate. What
did.
if we lit the already burning Goblin Village on fire with a bluestone fireball?
That's not the gate, though.
It isn't.
What do we
It
do
isn't.
with this? What about this? Can we do something with 95B?
You want to try it? We found it here. There's probably a chest or something if we search around.
Maybe.
You want to try it?
I think we should.
All right, give it a search for 95B.
B
Or B95.
95.
B95.
Is it in this book? Oh, there it is, right there.
Certainly is.
The ancient key has a nice weight to it. You suspect that it must unlock something of great value.
My heart.
Aww. Use another item, rest, or move to another location. Wait, use another item. So it does nothing?
If we find a chest, I bet we can combine them. So right now,
we just suspect it does something.
Right now we're...
Well, I suspected it was going to do something to begin with.
That's
It's
true.
a key.
That's true, but now you know.
This, man, it's a buzzkill. All right, okay. So the only other item we have is the bluestone fireball.
We were told
you want
I
to fire.
tried... No. I already tried to use it.
Aston wants to firebomb the goblin key.
He said firebomb the wall, so we're going to do that.
The gate. The gate.
I'm going to save
You
it
are
for that.
terrible at following directions.
Unless,
from halflings.
consider this, it's already burning, it would be very beautiful in blue.
How do you know it's going to be blue?
It's a blue stone.
It's a blue stone fireball, but what if it,
You're telling me that when this breaks, it doesn't create a beautiful blue flame?
what if it's purple? It depends on what it's burning, right?
That's true.
Okay, here we go. Rest. Or move to another I say we rest. I think resting is a good... Because the next one is the outpost, right?
Oh no, I don't think we get any experience from killing the goblin dude, but...
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
so...
we don't? For real?
Well, I mean, I
We
can
didn't
check.
look.
Let's see.
Hold on. No. I mean, according
Yeah,
to
it'd be in
this-
victory conditions. There's just consequences. Cool.
Okay.
So we've got 2.
All right.
How about we spend 1? The odds are in our favor if we spend 1 on a rest action.
Well, it's not ever in our favor. Okay. You roll.
Okay, I'll roll. And we get our cards back. We refresh our stats.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Refresh our stats. I'm spending
Okay.
1 of our experience points. I'm going to roll a die. 1.
Oh.
What have I told you?
You weren't lying, brother.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I just got to pick where I put it back.
I'm getting 1 of my dexterity back.
I used wisdom only, so I can just only give myself 1 wisdom back.
Okay.
So I'm, less intelligent? No, I'm just not as wise anymore. Okay.
All right.
So it's like I consider eating old chicken out of the fridge and then probably actually do it. because I don't have the rest of my wisdom.
You at least think about it.
I think about it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's move up here to outpost wall D.
Okay.
So trigger D here.
D. That's in... Wait, you got to read now.
It is
that
in
you?
the book. I'll find it.
This book?
I'll do it.
What's this
Nope,
one?
I got it right here, buddy.
Okay.
Outpost wall D.
All right.
If you have the keyword open, we do not. If there is no XP at the location, there is XP at the location.
Yes.
Collect the XP. We've done it.
Word.
You approach the fortified outpost as
Okay.
the moon sets, leaving you in utter darkness. Behind you, what doesn't the moon set with sunrise?
Yeah.
Isn't that how the moon sets?
Oh, yeah.
So like, moon.
Wait, this isn't this. You don't know that this is Earth.
Ah, that's the thing.
This is sci-fi. We got droid insects.
That's true. That's the thing I was overlooking.
We're on a different planet.
Behind you, twin fires burn on either side of the shimmering black lake.
Okay.
I don't like the black lake. That also feels
I like it. I
threatening.
think that's cool.
You feel your way across the rough wood of the outpost's massive gate, but can find no handle or latch. Yet the gate holds firm. It must be barred from within. Behind this wall, the Dragul are protecting a powerful artifact. Tariq Nolan, the halfling, is nowhere in sight. I knew we couldn't trust him.
That doesn't mean we can't. He might be in there already.
When
He's little.
I'm gonna murder him when I see him.
He's like a little hobbit, dude. He might have snuck through the gate.
Okay.
Don't.
You're still trusting him?
No, I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm just being a realist here. I'm saying like there's options. It doesn't necessarily mean he's betrayed us yet.
We can use an item, rest, or move to another location.
Okay. Well, we already rested. Wait, no, we can rest again?
We can rest again if we wanted, because we're at a new location here. I don't feel like we need to, though.
Okay. If you feel, I'm with you.
We could move down to the Knoll camp.
Right.
I'm thinking we fireball the gate.
All right.
Wasn't that kind of the point?
That is what he told us to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you just said you don't trust him. That he
but
betrayed us.
I trust fireballs more.
But he said that it could kill us.
Yeah, but there's a gate, and I've got a
So
fireball.
it's like a grenade. We just back up and
I'm
throw
thinking
it.
it's like a Molotov cocktail.
Okay, I'm down. Let's do it.
D65.
Fire and chaos, baby.
D65. You uncork the bluestone fireball at the
Wait,
base
what?
of the fortified
That's a
gate
terrible way to do this.
and run for cover. A thunderous explosion tears a wide, flaming hole into the wall, giving you passage through.
I would have stood back and just thrown it.
Record the keyword open.
Open.
Reveal discovery card 16 and place 1 XP on it.
Okay.
Discovery card. 16. Ooh.
Outpost interior.
So
Added-
this is now a new
Oh,
location.
okay.
Like that.
That's kind of cool. All
Yeah,
right.
it is. And give us an experience point. Give us a blue gem on that.
Sparklies.
Return discovery card 65 to the discovery deck. We've now used the fireball.
Okay, so it goes back to your deck there. Don't mix them up.
I know numbers.
64.
Boom.
There we go.
All right. Now, we can rest or we can move to another location. We're clearly right there at the outpost interior. Let's rush it. Oh, we don't get this here. We get this here.
Oh,
What do you think? Chargey?
I'm not really a charge kind of person. Philosophy is more of a conjurer. And your dude is over here trying to sell ShamWows. I don't know if charging... What are our other options?
So, I mean, we could move back and try to fight the gnolls. I feel like that's kind of going backwards. We haven't discovered anything else.
So we're not necessarily charging, we're just moving forward.
We're moving forward. Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with moving
You're cool
forward.
with moving forward?
Yeah.
By the way, as I hand you this, have you heard about the latest products coming out of ShamWow? We've got bristle prods, we've got wall cleaners, we've got door hangers, we've got dog scrubbers.
Do I have a silence spell?
All right, read my flavor text.
All right.
Tell me the stories.
Outpost interior. If you have the title Revealer of Secrets. If you
don't.
have the title Rogue's Accomplice.
We do not.
You have the title Aid to Ogre.
We do not yet.
Otherwise, collect the XP from this location.
I feel like we're missing a lot of titles.
And continue reading. You pass through the smoldering hole and enter the Dragul outpost. Its massive wooden walls are solid but roughly constructed.
Hey, these massive wooden walls are, they're solid, but they're rough.
You're trying to sell me on the walls now?
It's like they have it.
We make these. Back in my.
You know what these solid wooden walls need? They're a little rough. They need our new ShamWow bristle
We make
pads.
these back in my village. I could sell you one of these babies.
You just, scrape all that roughness off. Now that dog in the background.
Philostry gives you the hand and keeps walking. Its massive wooden walls are solid but roughly constructed. They enclose an open space, empty except for a single chest of white metal and a gray-skinned ogre who stands before it with an iron club. The ogre shouts in the Dragul language. Ooga booga binga bunga. It's gibberish to you, as if he were making all the sounds but none of the sense of Nalos common. Between his angry cries, he smashes the metal chest with such force that it shakes the ground around you.
I've got a theory. He's lost his teddy bear inside the metal chest.
The teddy bear's inside the chest.
We've got the key. We need to open the chest, get him the teddy bear.
And then everything will be calm. He'll be like, oh, dude.
The war's over. Everything's peaceful. And then we go betray the king.
Are there bears on this planet?
Not sure. But there are
robot insects.
Arachdroids.
Insectadroids.
And so
Insectadroids!
Those insectadroids certainly would have been familiar with the commonplace bear from. So, alright, continue.
The chest only rings out a remarkably pleasant tone. It remains unbroken, undented, and firmly in place. Enraged, the ogre approaches you, shouting and swinging his club wildly. As you watch his outbursts, you catch a glimpse of something moving in the shadows behind him. Tarek Nolan, blade drawn, carefully approaches the ogre from the other side of the outpost. I told you! Tarek is still down. He's our homie. He snuck in around the backside.
I yell out, "Hey, Tarek!" And he goes, "Shh."
Of course you do. Faction tracks. At this location, the choices you make will affect your standing with 3 major factions.
Yeah, so throughout this campaign, we are monitoring our relationship with the rest of the global world here. So that's what this is diving into.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can be in the king's favor, the starlit door favor, the Dragul favor. Find the favor marker and place them on the 0, starting spaces of all 3 faction tracks on your party journal. When ready, make your choice about how to deal with the ogre.
Okay. What are you thinking?
We can attack the ogre, or we can try to understand what he is saying.
What are we using? Intelligence and wisdom.
Ooh, yeah.
We're pretty strong
intelligence.
there.
Well, no, I'm half stupid now.
Yeah, but our strength is not. Our combat?
Yeah, combat's bad.
Man, I want to hear what that... I already think I know what the ogre's saying.
You think he wants to buy a ShamWow.
I think he wants a teddy bear.
You think he wants a slap chop.
Yep.
You're trying to make a buck here.
So...
I want to light him on fire.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I'm not a brute strength person, and so lighting him on fire is not an option.
Less possible.
I'm saying
You're thinking here about the ShamWow sale?
Yeah, if I can't mystical flame him, then we should hear what he's trying to... He's angry about something.
Cool, let's do it. Let's try to understand. How do we resolve?
E3, here we go. You want to read it?
I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it. As the ogre creeps closer to you, you can suddenly start to understand the utterances that he's saying. You hear words. Fluffy, squishy, my teddy.
I was like, wow, that's really what he's saying?
As Tarek creeps closer, you try to understand what the ogre is saying. Dragul and Nalos Common are not completely divorced. 1,000 years ago, when all of Ulos lived in peace, the 2 languages were a single tongue. But after all these centuries of separation, it's no simple task for you to comprehend the ogre's angry rant.
I thought this is what he was telling us. I'm like, damn, this guy's getting deep.
Yeah, he's
going deep.
You,
he's
you
like,
try to listen, and
it's
he
time
says,
for education.
1,000 years ago, our languages were once
bonga, bonga,
combined."
bonga. Stop. 1,000 years ago.
So we're doing a skill check here.
Okay.
Let me grab the skill book here, and we're doing interpretation level 1.
Oh, whoa. I think I got some cool... Oh, wait, no. I don't have that. Do I?
Probably not.
I got an examine. Okay. That doesn't
Here we
help
are.
me at all. I don't know.
Interpretation level 1. We're looking at blue and white, charisma
Is that
and
blue or purple?
You're right. We're looking at blue. It is blue. Intelligence and wisdom.
That's what I said.
2, 4, and 3.
Okay.
Let's not fail.
Yeah, well... okay.
So paired
I've
together.
got 2 intelligence.
So guarantee one of those.
So I can get us 1 for sure.
I can spend a wisdom. You can spend a wisdom.
So we can get a white one for sure.
After that, I think we're drawn blindly, right?
What else do we need? Another white. Yeah.
We need another white. Now, are there
we
any
gotta-
colors we can transform into a white?
Check it out. I can transform.
I can do a green.
Well, I can draw us 2 extra blues,
Ooh, that's not bad.
but we already have a blue. It might help if we roll and we don't get what we want.
I'm going to play my 2 Constitution
Yeah, okay.
to get a green, because I know I can turn the green into the white in case we need it.
Nice.
So that'll just secure it. And then let's draw 1 randomly from the bag.
I hate being the guy to draw one.
What do you get?
Black.
Black? Go ahead and roll those dice. Let's see where we sit.
Okay.
So close.
Oh, I got us a. Why I got us a 4?
Oh, the 4. I'll go ahead and spin this. Green turns into a white. That 4 is going to... Oh, no.
You wait. Green turns into any color.
Green turns into a blue.
Yeah, that's
We don't
what I'm
need
saying,
the blue.
man.
We need the white.
What?
We needed that green to be a white, though.
Well, but the blue, we need a blue 4. So we can turn the white or the green into, and you can turn a green into any other color. So you could turn the green into a blue, and we have our blue 4.
Yeah, alright, let's do it. This, gonna spend this card down to my discard here, and pop open a white 4.
Blue 4.
You know what I'm talking about. How dare you? How dare you? A blue 7.
4.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
What else can we do?
I can turn.
How do we get
a
there?
1 into a 3. So if we can get one of, is that a, what is this? I can't see the color because of the light. Is that a black or a white?
No, that is blue or white. So
if we
here's
can-
the thing. Longbow.
Okay.
Increase the value of any blue or green by 1 or 2.
Oh.
I can turn that
You
blue
can turn
into
the
a
blue
3.
into a 3.
That's our second card, though.
Okay, so we can only do one more card, or
And we're spending our bonus play to do
we
that.
need a
additional
white
card.
2.
You've got to re-roll.
I do. I can re-roll, but other than that, that's all I got
Let's do the re-roll. Let's try it.
on the white.
Re-roll on the 4. So flip your card there.
On the 4.
I'll move this out of the way.
All right. We're going for a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Baby 2.
Oh! And that was totally a 2.
It wasn't?
Count. It doesn't count because everyone knows off the table doesn't count.
It's a 1.
Here's the thing.
Oh!
We got this.
You got the thing with
I'm
the
spending
stuff.
this.
Well, you
White-
can also do. Can't you do that with this too?
I could, but I might as well use this card.
Right.
White up by 1 pops this into a 2. Good job. Beautiful.
I did. That was what I was going for.
I know it was, buddy.
Yeah.
I know you were.
It was what I was going for.
All right. Pass. You
Okay.
roughly understand the ogre's meoning.
Moaning.
Meaning, I think, is the actual word, but I was...
Meaning, yes.
It is meaning.
Okay. Meaning.
Is that how you spell
That's-
meaning?
Yes. Meoning?
Yeah, meoning.
That's an A.
I figured it was moaning, though, originally.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear about this teddy bear.
Okay.
Paying careful attention to the ogre's speech, you can tell that he is angry about the chest and whatever is inside it. He introduces himself as Tog, and he tells you that the Dragul invasion was meant to bring home artifacts like this one at his feet.
Oh.
After all the death and suffering of the war, he has finally reached his mission's end, but he can neither move the chest nor open its lid. As he speaks, Tog sinks into despair. His homeland is gone, the invasion has failed, and where will the Dragul go now? That's him crying.
Oh, okay.
It turned into him.
That's a fantastic crying ogre voice.
You try it. Read.
No, I don't want to.
Where will his Dragul go now? Give it a...
You did a... I don't know. I'd give a... And where will the Dragul go? No.
Leave your comments down below. His are the complaints of the invader who killed many of your compatriots, and now is disappointed in his own losses at war. But your efforts to understand him have kept his attention fixed on you, allowing the halfling in the back to creep ever closer to the ogre. A moment more, and Tog's life will be over.
Oh.
Do we warn Tog so that he can escape, or do we wait
dang.
and let Tarek do his work?
Oh. Well, what's his work? He can't open it. He doesn't have a key. And when he hit it last time, it just made a pretty noise.
No, well, Tarek... So Tog's gonna escape. We could let Tog...
Is he gonna escape?
Yeah. Let Tog... Do we warn him and let him escape?
Okay, so if he escapes, we're just basically moving this thing. Right?
I don't know, but I think if he escapes, we're gaining favor with him. He'll
Either
probably
way-
come back into the story. I feel more sympathy for him than I do Tarek right now, but I kind of want to see a halfling.
That's because you don't trust Tarek.
I don't trust Tarek. As far as I could throw him. Now that being said,
he
I could probably throw
showed
him
up
pretty
for
far.
us.
I could probably.
He showed up for us.
Yeah, he did. As far as we know, he burned down the Knoll
You
camp.
can't throw him. You got one strength.
Yeah, he's very small though.
You're a wussy selling ShamWows on the side and trying to convince people that you make these wooden walls back at your village.
Do you know Shamwell made a catapult just for halfling throwing?
So, all right. So we have an option to sell the crying ogre, whose voice I did way better than Jesse, by the way. We can tell him to run.
Mm-hmm. I think your phone's ringing.
No.
What's the noise?
That's my alarm to call Mia. My phone was ringing. We can give him a warning, tell him to run, or we can help out the general's guy, which is the whole point of this, was to get us here. Wait, was the point, though, to help him kill that ogre?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was kind of the point.
So if we tell him to run,
we're betraying
and Tarek...
Yeah. We're going to have to murder Tarek.
Yeah. Well, or Tarek's just going to go back and be like, yo...
Who are these people you hooked up with?
I told you Aston was a scam artist.
Yeah.
And Philosteri, or Philosteri, she's a chaotic, evil wizard.
All right.
Sorceress.
So are you leaning towards let the ogre die?
Oh, man.
I feel bad for him.
I do, too. Like, he's crying.
Yeah. This guy's had a bad day.
Like, his whole mission was just to get these things. But here's the thing. If he escapes, we still get what's in the chest, right?
Maybe, probably.
Because he's not going to escape with the chest.
I don't think so. He can't move it or destroy it.
If we kill him, we get the chest. Or does the king get the chest? No, because the king's getting the chest anyway. So if we kill him, we still get the chest. And we are in favor with the king.
Yeah. We don't really know who we're betraying by killing him. Other than ourselves.
If we kill him, we're
no.
not
If we leave him alive.
If we leave him alive, we're betraying the king.
Yeah, which is kind of.
If we kill him, we gain favor with the Dragul.
Uh-huh.
What was that thing you were saying about our languages?
1,000 years ago, we used to be a connected tribe, and just generations of split.
So now we're saying, like, should we try to, like, our goal by letting him, we might be, like, helping reunite the
No,
the
I just feel bad because I've never seen an ogre cry.
I think we should, Oh man, that's a tough one. You know what? Let's let him escape.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. E9. Give me a read.
Oh boy, I feel bad about this.
Pressure's on.
Oh, see, and I yell too. That's terrible. I was gonna just be like, dude, back there, come on, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I would have done it.
Well, you didn't. Give it a yell.
Look out! You cry. Wait, I'm Felistari. Look out! You cry. I don't speak like that's a terrible.
No, that was a terrible. Yeah, that wasn't. She's much closer to the first one you did.
Yeah. Look out! You cry. Tog is startled and leaps backwards, knocking Tarek to the ground. When he sees that you have saved him from assassination, the ogre grunts his gratitude to you, climbs the wall of the outpost, and leaps into the darkness beyond. Tarek stands and dusts himself off. Needless to say, I'm not impressed, he says. Warning an adversary of my attack is nigh treasonous. Treasonous! Nevertheless, your mission is accomplished. The ogre has fled, and we are here with the chest. Oh, that was him still talking. Nevertheless, your mission is accomplished. The ogre has fled, and we are here with the chest. You examine the area around the chest and find that the ogre has left behind his coin purse.
Oh.
Gain 4 gold.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll take some gold. I bet Tarek would have kept that if he murdered him.
Ooh, he probably would have. We don't like Tarek. Reveal title card 1.
Reveal title card. Title deck right here. Title card 1.
Blah.
Boom. Aid to ogre.
You want to read it?
At Blackgate, you spared the life of an ogre in the crosshairs of Tarek Norwin. This kindness will not be overlooked, neither by the ogre, nor by the halfling. Well.
We can take him.
Man, those walls sure are high and rough that he just climbed over.
So here we go. -1 for the king's favor.
Okay.
+1 for the Dragul favor.
Yep.
If you have both of the keywords goblin and alarm, go to E12.
We don't.
If you have both of the keywords goblin and clear, E13.
We do have goblin and clear, absolutely.
We do. Now that the outpost is calm, Tarek relaxes on a tree stump and carves slices from an apple. Your approach to the goblin camp was impressively quiet. I didn't hear a peep from your side of the lake until there was a whole lot of screaming and dying. Nice work.
Screaming and dying. A whole lot of screaming and dying.
Tarek points to the metal chest with an apple wedge. All that's left for me, he says, is to figure out what's locked inside.
I knew he wanted it.
Upon closer inspection, you discover...
On closer.
Upon closer inspection.
Insectoid inspection. Insectospection.
Inspection. You discover the white metal of the chest to be Dragolium.
Oh, I heard of that.
Dragolium.
Yep, it's an ancient metal that actually was mined out of the ores of the old goblin camps.
An ancient alloy forged to contain objects from other planes.
Close, I was close. Clearly
no
alien.
Force will crack it.
That could be described as alien for sure.
Its lid must yield to some other secret.
Like a fancy ancient key.
You find a pear-shaped indentation above its keyhole.
Pear.
Tarek notices your interest in the chest. You can return to your regiment now if you like. Or you can stay and help me open it. Adventure complete. Your mission here is complete, leaving you free to explore the area at your leisure. Are there parts of the lake you have not yet visited, or items you have not yet found a use for? From now on, when a choice indicator gives you the opportunity to move to another location, you may instead turn to the final section of the storybook titled The End.
Do we try to open this, or do we not trust him now that we've clearly started to betray him? Because we might get a chance to open this later. And he's not getting into it. If that ogre couldn't get into it, he's not getting into it.
Yeah. Well, here are our options.
Okay.
When you return to a location that you have previously explored, make sure to read the base text of the entry. Again, for example, if you return to Borland Prairie, make sure to read entry A again.
Okay.
We can use an item, rest, or move to another location. To me, it looks like first thing we should do is rest.
Sure, I mean, we can.
We're at this location with the chest.
Do we want to try to open it?
I don't see anything saying that Tarek walks away. So when we come back, he's still going to be here.
He'll still be there. Yep.
I say we rest and then open it.
Okay.
What if he tries to fight us?
He could. How much experience do you want to spend on this rest? 2?
Yeah, at least 2. Because I'm missing 4.
Okay.
So
1 die for you, 1 die for me. 5. That's pulling us back.
10.
Yes, it is. Fully restored. Okay. Awesome.
All of your cards, refresh your abilities.
So 95... 95E, or E95 is what we're trying to trigger now with this item.
Okay, E95. You insert the ancient key into the chest. It fits the lock, but will not turn. There must be some other mechanism at work.
You think so?
I bet you it's at the Knoll camp.
What do you think? You gonna go hunt down the gnolls? See if he actually burned it to the ground like we thought he did?
Oh.
See if we can find something there? Because he was supposed to have destroyed that already.
That's right. Yeah, man, let's check it out.
Let's double back.
Yeah.
Knoll camp.
All right.
C is what you're pulling.
So now we're going to C. All right. Just the beginning of C?
Yeah. Yep.
Knoll camp. Now that you've arrived at the Knoll camp, pass the storybook to the next player and read through the list of action indicators below.
Alright, let's see here. If there's no XP, there is. Gain that XP. If you have the keyword goblin, we do have the keyword goblin, buddy. So we're going to C5.
Okay.
Burnt tents are all that remain of the Knoll encampment. Tracks in the soil reveal a frantic movement and a sudden end of 3 dog pod creatures whose bodies are not in evidence. There are no tracks from the Tarek's feet and no drag marks to indicate what became of these gnolls once the halfling was done with them. If you don't know better, or if you didn't know better, you would have guessed that the gnolls saw a ghost, ran about wildly, and then vanished forever from this world. Tarek is a more formidable opponent, or operative, than you supposed.
Ooh.
In the ashes of a tent, you find something he overlooked. Revealed discovery card 86. I like this. I like that we can double back on something that's already happened.
I like that this little halfling is just like a ninja assassin.
Yeah, 86.
All right.
Okay.
Lodestone pendant.
Oh, is that the pear-shaped item maybe?
I betcha.
That kind of looks like a pear, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to go check the A again just to see if there's anything there? Because it did mention that. And then meet back here.
Sure. I mean, like, yeah.
All right. Because I'm kind of curious. Curious.
So that's all we do here?
That's all we do here.
Okay, then we go back to A?
Yep. So let's see here.
Borland Prairie.
Borland Prairie.
Yeah.
If there's no XP at this location, A1. Okay. A1. The bluff looks out over a lake blackened with the blood and ashes of the fallen Dragul. Use an item, rest, or move to another location. Okay, so not much going on there. We just got a good view.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was worth the trip, though.
Okay.
All right. Let's go try to open this.
Yeah. Let's go back.
I like your theory.
Blip.
And I'm going to hand...
We're on E, right?
Yeah, I'm going to hand this off to you.
Oh.
So we need to combine both of these items.
Yeah.
So we're back to E, so start the sequence again. And actually, I think let's check D because we have to go through there.
Yeah. What's on D?
D. Otherwise, if there's no XP at this location, check D1. The outpost massive wooden gate is barred from within. Oh no. If there's no XP, barred from within the outpost, the Dragul are protecting a powerful artifact. He gave you something that he said he would use at this gate.
We did that.
We already did that.
I think because we
keyword
changed
open.
it.
Sorry, keyword open. I was reading the wrong one.
I think because we changed it goes like this.
No. I was reading the wrong keyword.
Sure?
Yeah, I was reading the wrong keyword. I should be reading keyword 2. You stand at the smoldering hole that you blasted in the formidable gate.
Fortified gate.
Exactly. You know what I mean.
Same
As
word.
long as you say it confident.
Means the same thing.
It does.
Okay, so now we're going to
Check an E.
If you have the title Revealer of Secrets.
We don't. We don't have any titles
Yeah,
yet.
we don't have any titles. Okay, so...
Although, I do have the title Austin Fletcher, the best damn ShamWow salesman this side of the Black Lake.
Falastari
And when I was on the other side of the Black Lake, I was the best damn ShamWow salesman on the other side of the Black Lake.
Alright, so we're back at E.
So
the ogre's gone, though.
Let's combine.
So, yeah,
so
let's just skip
86 and 95.
Let's just go E86.
Well, you want to do them both together because we're trying to use them both
86,
together.
95. Here we go.
86, 95.
Here we go. You press the lodestone pendant to the pear-shaped indentation on the chest and insert the ancient key. There is a click of mechanisms within which allows you to turn the key. The chest pops open. +1 to your king's favor.
King's favor. I knew we shouldn't have opened this. It's exactly what he wanted us to do. Darn it.
Reveal title card 2.
Title card 2. Revealer of Secrets. In the Dragul outpost, you unlocked the Dragulium chest and took possession of a jar of translucent material. What secrets does this strange substance hold?
As the chest pops open, the earth quakes and the sky crackles with strange purple energy. For a moment, you hear the screech of bats, and you smell a briny sea.
And you smell a smell.
Tarek holds forth a chainmail sack of the same white metal as the chest. Quickly! Grab the object and place it in here! You reach inside the chest and pull forth a plain glass jar of translucent gray material. Strange, colorful images pass through the material as if it were displaying the dreams of another world. You place this curiosity in Tarek's Dragolium sack. Immediately, earth and sky are still. A fine discovery, Tarek says, admiring the jar through the chainmail links. I've only seen one other like it. Then he pauses to consider you for a moment. If your king's favor is 1 or higher, go to E19.
It's not. It's at 0.
Oh,
we went
that's
down.
right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, go to E20. Tarek frowns. I'll be hanging on to this, he says, tucking the jar into his pack. But now that you've seen its power, I have no choice but to recruit you. He pulls several empty Dragolium chainmail sacks from his pack and hands them to you. These are Dragolium vaults hidden... There are Dragolium vaults hidden all over Nalos, says Tarek. Each holds an object of great power. We cannot let them fall into the wrong hands. By the king's orders.
Like your hands, Tarek. Like your hands.
We must gather as many as we can, and with haste. Rest, move to another location, or I believe
we can move to endgame.
We can also move to the end.
I feel like our story is complete there.
I feel like it is.
Read that resolution.
Do you want to read the end?
I can read read endgame if you want.
The end. Here we go.
Okay.
Blue.
Your mission at Blackwater Gate has ended, and Tarek Nolwyn wishes you Godspeed as you return to your regiment. My own mission takes me elsewhere. Read that line for me.
No. Right, my own mission takes me elsewhere.
He tells you.
But I have a feeling we will meet again.
As you travel back, you have time to collect your thoughts and puzzle over the things you've seen. Which titles did you earn? Read each section below that matches the card you have. Aid to the Ogre. You think back on Tog, the ogre who you spared from Tarek's blade. His look of gratitude is still fresh in your mind. Strange that, At the end of this long war, you finally made a bit of peace. He complained that the artifacts had been stolen from the Dragul city-states, and you wonder if their invasion of Nalos might somehow be related to this theft. In any case, somewhere in Nalos wanders an ogre who owes you a debt of gratitude. Rogue's accomplice. No, sir. Revealer of secrets. You wonder about the power of the jar that was hidden in the Dragulium chest. How could such a small object shake the earth and rend the sky? Strange images floated through the material inside it. The jar must be an illusion, or else from another plane, for nothing like those images existed anywhere in Nalos. Conclusion. If you have the keyword Zalic, we do. End 1.
Oh.
End 1 right here.
Upon your return, you find your regiment preparing to march. Orders to move west, a soldier tells you. To the swamps! You report to Commander Zalic, who greets you somberly. They are off on one fool's errand, and you another, I'm afraid. He hands you a letter from the King Terran. It seems the king's hometown has been attacked by a giant troll, and he wants someone to bring him its head. That someone will be you, says Zalic. I'm still concerned about cult activity in the capital, so I'll wait for you there. Zalic nods and bids you farewell. You head towards the coast. After a 2-day march, you can smell brine in the air and hear the call of gulls. Soon.
Is that brine and gulls in the air?
I think it might be. Soon you will arrive in the halfling town of Jolev, where you must fetch the head of a troll for your king. If you do not have the title Revealer of Secrets, End 3. Each player, you may now advance your character. Clean up the adventure and save your characters. Should I read End 3 or do you want to read End 3?
Well, we do have that title.
Yeah.
So that's it for us.
Oh.
It says if you do not have
Oh, we
the
do
title.
not. Yeah, okay.
So at this point, what you would do in the game is we would use the experience that we've learned, we'd use the gold that we have,
right,
and we would literally be able to dive into this deck of cards that I showed you earlier, and upgrade our hand. So we not only gain experience points and level up our characters, but we start building our hand of cards.
Nice.
Customizing how you want to be able to use...
And then you move on to the next part of the adventure.
How you want to be able to use and manipulate. So this carries with you.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, your hero, this story progresses. Things like this remain with you as well.
Right.
So the game will remember that we aided the ogre. It'll remember that we have Revealer of Secrets.
Nice.
These keywords here will be cleared, so that won't exist at the beginning of the next round.
Oh.
But these elements will. Because these are world things. These are world titles that last.
Gotcha.
So that's the core of the game. I think in the core box there's 11 or 12 stories, like full adventures. They take about 90 minutes to play. And like I said, you can enter this with your own customizable characters. And one thing that I've seen, this is story 1. This is intro story.
Right.
So we're learning. This is walking us through the steps still. When you get into the other ones, the opportunity for adding map locations and tiles. Look at all the cards we didn't use.
Yeah.
They only sent me the components for 3 scenarios.
So and there's 11.
There's 11 or 12 total.
So there's going to be a ton of different
what
things
I'm saying is this amount of stuff that we haven't... I feel like we tapped into most of the stuff up this scene. Not all of it, but most of it. This amount of stuff is set up for the next 2 scenarios.
Nice. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
so
the world opens up after this.
So you played the other one, right? The what was it called?
Role player.
Role player.
Yeah, role player.
How hard is these? Or how hard?
You'll get there. Well, words are hard.
Words and things.
How hard are the words?
How hard is this kind of a game? Like, is it very likely that you'll die? Or it seemed like we made it through everything unscathed.
So this is tutorial round.
Okay.
I think this will scale in difficulty as you go.
Okay, so it does get harder and harder.
I think. I mean, we had to be purposeful and think about the way we were using our dice.
Yeah.
I think rest actions become more and more limited. Being careful with the way that you're progressing through it. This will become challenging.
I see.
This one had a nice puzzle to it, but this again was showing us all the workings.
Right.
This is getting the gears turning.
Yeah.
And then we're ready to play the game.
Got it.
So.
I like it. That was fun.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Once you're able to get it up and running and dive into it, it's got a little bit of dice play, a little bit of a puzzle, but for the most part, you're doing this the choose your own adventure, solve questions. Like, I loved the fact, I didn't even think of it. The fact that you were sitting here and you're like, I bet we could double back and find the thing that we need to do this.
Was that my idea?
It was. Like, we could have ended the game. We could have ended the game without ever having opened that chest. And so you and your idea gave us the ability to explore more.
I felt like that was your idea, but
it wasn't.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So,
yeah, man. I think the key to something like this is having at least one person who knows
how to play
the game. Because if you dropped me in and made me stop and read something for every step of the way, someone like me, I would.
Let me give some context. So those of you that just skipped to the final thoughts section of this video, first off, this was a good gameplay. We had a lot of fun. Like, why don't you go back and watch that? But you're not going to if you already skipped here. Thank you for being here. Glad you're here. Final thoughts on, now for context, you're not a heavy, you're not a big gamer. You enjoy coming over and playing some things.
Not a big board gamer.
You're not a big board gamer. You're a big video gamer.
Yeah.
And you very specifically look for a thing in your games. You want a relaxing, fun, family opportunity to escape from the complexity of your work. Right?
Yeah.
Whereas me, I want a kingdom death. I want a story. I want an adventure. I want a narrative, right? And I don't care how complex the game is. I don't care what the puzzle is. Like, I do. I want a good puzzle, but I want to be told. I want to do something.
You like a story.
I like a story.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we just played in, like, your final, because this is a Kickstarter.
Right.
So for your context, people are watching this to decide if this is going to be right for them in their gaming group.
Yeah. Like I was trying to say, I think that
before I interrupted you.
Yeah. I think that
to sell.
If
you wow. Rubber ducks now available.
You like these walls? We make these back at my village at a discount. I think if like we just did, if I jumped in with somebody who already knows how to play the game and could guide me through the game, I had a lot of fun. If I started this game on my own, I would immediately be overwhelmed.
Because there was, you saw a noticeable difference between me trying to learn the game with you and, like, us going through the prologue and very slowly digesting it.
And like you said,
yeah,
the kind of work that I do all day is I'm constantly battling, constantly trying to come up with new things, solve puzzles, stuff like that, working with technology. When I go to play a game, I like something that's lighthearted, humorous, fun. I'm an escapist, 100% I'm an escapist. But I want that escapism to come easily to me.
And once I was able to tell you, I know how this game plays, and I'm not saying I got everything right. This is a Quackalope video. We never get everything right. But genuinely, like, once I was able to go, I know how to run this. We're ready to go. Then all you had to focus on was the game.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. I like the cooperative games as well. Yeah. Like when we played the other one, Dragul, it was cooperative, and I like kind of teaming up with people and trying to figure out things.
I like cooperative games with you, and I think partially, and I'm not a big cooperative player, but I think one of the reasons I enjoy them with you is because you're not really seeking out that puzzle. So if we do a head-to-head trying to fight each other to the bitter death or, like, puzzle something, it isn't as fun because you don't want to engage in that way. You're not trying to defeat me. When I play with Jan wants to win.
Head to head?
He wants to win so badly. But with you, I want to hear a story. Yeah. And you're great at voices and great at stories, so I enjoy playing with you. Cool. But then you wanna just have a silly, fun time.
Yeah, I just
you don't
want
to worry about winning. You don't want to go head to head with me.
Yeah.
So this cooperative style is perfect for us.
Nice.
I thought this was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. I thought this was cool. I didn't know entirely what to expect with role-player adventures. I knew it was in my genre of games.
Yeah. I thought the story was cool too. I liked the little twists and turns. There was just enough to keep me interested.
There was a few moments there where we actually had felt like a decision was kind of important.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see, and I'm really interested to see those decisions play out over the course of the adventure.
I agree.
The
ogre bit with the, like, do we let Tarek kill him or no?
We spent like 5 minutes pondering that.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I liked it.
Because he was crying. I felt bad for him.
You felt bad. I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to betray the king or not. That was cool. Yeah, I like those kind of moments where you have to stop and be like, ooh, I don't know. What do we do here? So good job.
This is a neat one. This has got a lot going for it. I think if you've watched to this point or you're kind of exploring the game, you'll already be pretty aware. Like, what you're probably looking for is less if this game's right for you. You're looking for, is it fun, right? Because that's ultimately with Kickstarter and stuff like that. That's the question. Like, the game is selling me everything that I want. It is telling me that it is a narrative-driven adventure game, choose your own adventure. You can RPG on a table. Like, it has all those keywords that you're looking for, and it comes from a incredible group of designers and developers and publishers. So there's a lot going for this.
Yeah.
And now, in our video, if you've made it to this point, we can confidently say, it's all right.
I think having somebody that you enjoy playing with makes every game better. So yeah, it was.
We had a good time. No, I genuinely had a solid time with this.
Sweet.
Whatever the case, thank you for being here. If you made it to this point, please remember to leave a comment down below letting us know which ogre voice was in fact the best, and go ahead and leave a comment over in the Kickstarter page if you made it to this point. And I guess leave a bark in the Kickstarter page. Normally I'd tell you to leave a quack, but we now have dogs barking in the background, which is incredibly rude of them. I've been trying to talk to our 3 Great Pyrenees and communicate with them that during all hours of the day, barking is really unnecessary and...
I think that's what the ogre sounded like before we interpreted him.
Whatever you do, we're going to go play another game or two, probably drink another bourbon.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. Tell them we'll see them next time.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.